Hi there, and welcome to Thoughts Over Coffee, giving you the time and the space to think and connect with others. So if you've got 5 minutes, join us for today's video and podcast, which is all about how to get out of the hot seat when answering your children's questions. How often have you been in that situation when you've had that question or those many questions being fired at you and you think, oh, I don't know the answer to this, such as why are tomatoes red? Why does the rain come from the sky? Or my particular favourite one, which is, and it's happened before in a supermarket, when it's been fairly quiet, apart from another gentleman, and the killer question was, why is that man so fat, Daddy? Yes. So, how often have you had those tricky questions fired at you? Well, recent survey that's come out has actually shown the best way to deal with these is not to answer the question, but to ask questions back. And I'll give you an example of this in just 1 second. But it's actually to get the children thinking and thinking for themselves, because it's also been proven in many cases, some children know some of the details, but they're just asking the question anyway. So by asking the question of the child back, you start to alleviate some of that information, so you know where the child's at and you get a bit more of the motivation for why they've asked the question in the first place. So let me give you an example. So a key one, which I've just said, which I've had happen to me many times, which is, where does rain come from? Then the throwback question would be, well, where do you think the rain comes from? The answer then might be, well, it comes from the sky. And then you could then say, so why do you think it comes from the sky? And the answer then might be, well, someone's in the sky and they're crying because they're very upset. And then you could ask the question, so what's made that individual upset? You see where we're going with this, so we get a bit of an idea. When they're really young, do they really need to know the ins and outs? But also, it's great to let them think along as well. But by prodding them and asking them the questions, they're giving you the information, they're thinking, and it gets you off the hot seat. Unless, of course, you have that third question about the fat gentleman in the supermarket, in which case that doesn't get you off the hook at all. You throw everyone and everything into your basket and run like mad up the aisle towards the checkout and get out of there. And just hope that you don't bump into that individual again next time you go grocery shopping. There you go. That's today's tip. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching Thoughts Over Coffee, and we will see you soon in the next video and podcast. Looking forward to your comments down below, and if you're on the podcast, please click the YouTube link and join us there to keep the conversation going. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.